Hey everybody, and welcome back to Happily Hester After. So today I want to talk to you all about finding your passion, or refinding your passion, or refalling in love with your passion. A lot of the time when you have gone through a traumatic experience, or you've gone through something that has changed you, it can feel like you don't know who you are anymore, or it can feel like everything about you has changed and you have to kind of relearn yourself in a way. And a lot of the time that leaves you wondering, who am I really? What do I love? What do I like doing? What am I passionate about? And a lot of the time, if you continue doing something over and over and over again, you can forget why you started doing it in the first place, and you can forget what you loved about it. You can forget what drew you to that thing, what had drawn you to that thing. And there's this sermon by Stephen Furtick that I used to listen to on repeat when I was like depressed, or like felt like I had kind of lost myself. And he talks about kind of the same thing about going back to the beginning and remembering why you loved that thing in the first place. And I thought that that was such a very important topic, especially when you are or have been trying to conceive, or are or have experienced a loss. I know one of the things that I would frequently say to Daryl was that I felt like I had to learn myself again, because this thing happened to me that changed me, and it felt like everybody else was moving on and I was still trying to wait along and figure out who I was after all this. So one of the important things to consider when you're trying to find your passion and find out what you love and what makes you you is to do things, to go out. You can't figure out what you love if you stay at home and you don't do anything, you don't try anything new, you don't, take any risks. Go out, do different things, and then you'll find things that you love, you'll find things that you enjoy doing, and you'll find things that you are passionate about. Another thing is that if there is something that you truly enjoy to do and that you're passionate about, don't withhold that thing from yourself. Sometimes we can feel like we need to punish ourselves by not doing what we love, and we feel like that's kind of a way of punishing ourselves for doing whatever it is that we think that we did. Don't do that. If you do that, then you lose that thing that you're passionate about, and then in a lot of ways you lose your drive to continue moving forward and to try different things and to be better and live a better life. Once you have that thing, don't let go of it. Don't give up on it. When you're trying to find out what your passions are, sometimes you can kind of look at what you're good at, what you're naturally talented at, or just what makes you happy when you're doing it. If you're doing it and say you're having a stressful time, or you're really stressed about something and you just need to distract yourself. If you're doing something that makes you forget about what you were stressed about, then chances are that that's probably something that you're pretty passionate about, because you got so wrapped up and engulfed in it that you forgot about what was making you upset in the first place. And that is a wonderful thing. To know what it is that you can do to bring yourself out of a negative headspace is so important. You have to know what distractions that you can have in your life that can kind of take you a step back from everything that's going on and recenter yourself. Some of the things that you can try to do is creative things. Creative things are very relaxing, and they can be things that you're very passionate about. I enjoy making designs, and I enjoy making printable art and t-shirts and different things like that. That's something that I'm passionate about. That's something that I always default back to, and that's something that I enjoy doing. And the same thing with photography. I'm a photographer. Me and Daryl, we have our business, our company, Phoenix Productions ATL, where we do photography, videography, social media management, all these different things. My specialty and my niche and all that is photography, and that's the thing that I enjoy doing. That's the thing that brings me peace, when I'm able to take a picture of somebody and I see their reaction to it and they're just like so amazed. I feel good on the inside. And even if I just take a picture and I feel amazed, I feel good on the inside, because that is what I enjoy to do. And it's something that I can get distracted and involved in, that kind of takes my mind off of what it is that might be upsetting me or stressing me out. So just make sure that you pay attention to those things. But the most important thing is that a lot of the time when we go through difficult situations, we don't feel like we're worthy of having something in our life that is good or that makes us happy and brings us joy. But just remember that you are worthy. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to have something that you are passionate about. And if all else fails, not if all else fails, but at the core of everything, you should always be passionate about God. That is the first thing that should be like a thought in your mind. That is the first thing that you should focus on, being passionate about and building a relationship with God. Go back to the Word and go back reading your scriptures and listening to sermons and praying and talking to God. That is something that kind of everything else already springs from. If you don't know what you're passionate about, you don't know what you love, pray and ask Him to show you. I know it sounds super cliche, but it works. Be passionate about prayer. If you ain't passionate about nothing else, I be talking to God all the time. That's what you're supposed to do. Be passionate about God and your relationship with Him, and just growing and building that relationship. But most importantly, just remember again, you are worthy of love. You do deserve to be happy, and you do deserve to have passions and to be passionate. Also, be passionate about your spouse and your marriage. Focus on, it's like God first and then your husband and then everything else underneath. Focus on building a happy and healthy relationship if you have one. If you don't have one, then, focus on being the best version of yourself and being your best you. But anyway, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it was able to help you in any kind of way. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that like button, and make sure that you hit that bell button so that you can receive notifications whenever we post new videos. Y'all just remember, God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. And Lord willing, I will see y'all next time. Bye.